I'm jumping online real quick. It was 44. It was 44 seconds. So since you want to attack my crown, because that's what you're attacking, is my crown and my third eye, I'm about to tap into the outcome of what's going to be your outcome for attacking my crown. Since that's what you up right now doing at 9:22 p.m., I'm going to tap into my cards and we're going to see what is going to be your outcome for trying to attack my third eye and my crown. So that's what you're doing. I split the card twice and I saw a Knight of Wands, and then the second card was Justice. I'm going to get my Justice. So let's see. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light attribute only. Please provide me with some insight. Somebody's feeling weak right now. Strength in the reverse. Their 10 of Cups is in the reverse. So since you want to attack my third eye, right? I'm going to tell you your fate. I'm going to tell you your outcome. Because at this point, you're giving me permission to tap into your energy. So thank you. I appreciate it. And I will tap in with no problem. But first, let's see who this could be. I'm going to start with this deck first. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light, you only please provide me with some insight. Please provide me with who is trying to attack my crown and my third eye tonight. Current energy. A karmic male. Who's trying to attack my crown, third eye tonight? We got an old school work associate. So old school work associate, old school or a school or work associate. Somebody I went to school or work with. I work for myself. A stalker, a catfisher. So somebody that I went to school with or somebody that I worked with is stalking me and catfishing me and attacking my crown and my third eye. What's up, stalker? Because you watching me? This is your reading. This is your outcome. Mutual acquaintances with a content creator. A karmic soulmate. So there's a school or work associate that's stalking and catfishing me, and they're mutual acquaintances with a content creator that's a karmic soulmate, a karmic friend. They're business partners. Wow. As somebody's ex-girlfriend. A false flame. So there's a school or work associate that's stalking and catfishing me. They're mutual acquaintances with a content creator that's their karmic soulmate. They're also working with a karmic friend that's a business partner. Business partners to this ex-girlfriend. So As soon as my upstairs neighbors came to the living room, my video got fucked up. I fucking give every detail. So the school work associate is a karmic male because that's what we saw in the beginning. And they're stalking and catfishing me. And they're mutual acquaintances with a content creator. That's their karmic soulmate. They're working with a karmic friend that's business partners, because business partners, ex-girlfriend. The karmic soulmate is the ex-girlfriend. The mutual acquaintance is the karmic friend. The content creator is the business partner. This is somebody's false flame. Look, enemy. This could be a person of authority. They have some type of position somewhere. They're part of a club, a society, a mob, an organization. So we got school work associate, content creator, business partner, enemies, stalker, catfish, karmic soulmate, ex-girlfriend, person of authority, mutual acquaintances with this karmic friend that's a false flame that they karmic. They all karmic. I'm going to move this over. So that's who could be in my energy right now too. Besides who, I already know who else is in my energy. But we ain't going to name them. This is somebody's ex-girlfriend is stalking me. A content creator is an enemy of mine. Karmic soulmate, person of authority. Karmic friend, karmic friend. A karmic friend. School work associate, business partners. These people could be school or work associates. They could have went to school or work together. Not necessarily with me. But they could have went to school or work with each other. Business partners. Or it's telling me I got school or work associates that's stalking and catfishing me. And they're mutual acquaintances with a content creator. That's a karmic soulmate. That was a karmic friend. It's a masculine energy. Rotting from the inside out. Somebody's trying to deny allegations claimed. For these opportunities. Look, wow, death becomes. Wow. They rotting from the inside out. Trying to deny allegations and claims. The accuser is always the accusee. The illusion is on them. They did this for opportunities, and death becomes them. Their mind is blown right now. These circus clowns that are unprotected. They was in childhood energy. Fail to realize I'm not the one to fuck with. Confirmation with the fucking sirens. Right after I said I'm not the one to fuck with. This person is lonely and dealing with childhood trauma. Wow, look, an old school friend that was doing necromancy. Wow, look, an ex-friend doing sex magic. This person is racist. They made a bad investment. I'm going to repeat that again since they want to mess with my energy. It says somebody made a bad investment. Somebody that's dealing with that's lonely, dealing with childhood trauma and childhood energy. They fail to realize that I'm not the one to fuck with. This person is rotting from the inside out, trying to deny allegations claim, but the accuser is always the accusee. The illusion is on them and they're clueless because they did this for opportunities and death becomes them. Their mind is blown right now, these circus clowns, and they're unprotected because of this fear of risk. It was a bad investment. This is an old school friend, so work or school associate. Somebody I went to school or work with, so old school friend that's doing necromancy, so doing death magic. This is an ex-friend, so again, old school ex-friend that's doing sex magic. This person is a racist against me. They are gang stalking me, and they're in denial. They hold a lot of resentment. This is a sneaky link that mentally manipulated others, or there's a lot of mental manipulation, and this person is getting casted out of this organization, this club, this society, this gang, this family. I said the end of the deck. Look, and behind that, behind friend, behind club, gang, society, organization, it says friend in the reverse. Behind friend in reverse, cousin. That was a hitman attacker, a baby mama, clairvoyant, and a baby daddy. There are a bunch of scammers, con artists, thieves. So this is confirmation that this is a friend, an old friend of mine that's attacking me. And they're getting casted out of a society, a group, or they're getting casted out because they mentally manipulated a lot of people. And they're haunted. And they're feeling naked and afraid. And they got a bad reputation. What's up, troll? You back? You here to see your outcome? You're not going to like it. Because if you ain't liking my video, you a troll. You out here giving, or you out here giving your unwanted opinions. And this is why you rotting from the inside out. You're going to need medical assistance. Spirit guides. So your spirit guides were telling you to leave it alone, but you weren't listening. In one ear, out the other. And now you're in a sticky situation because you lost grip of reality, because everybody loves a comeback story, because you didn't stop nobody from doing anything. You didn't stop me from doing a damn thing. This moon magic you were doing left the trace to you. That's why you're getting caught off. I said being retarded. I meant to say being recorded, but being retarded wanted to come out my mouth. Yeah, you about to experience the wrath of God because you was in my lane for some official business, and the signs can no longer be ignored. Racing against time. That you're a dark worker and everything is being returned back to you. And now you're out here imagining your own ending. Yeah, guess who's back? Tell a friend. So you're telling people, guess who's back? Tell a friend. I'm back, bitch. Yes, I am. Death magic. Got you tangled up for being a peeping Tom. You were holding meetings, collaborating with others, friend in the reverse, searching for information in my home community, trying to get me casted out, but in the reverse, you were unable to get me casted out of my home community. Yeah, I'm unbothered. Look, current home work community. This is in my current home work community. Somebody bit the hand that fed them for their guilty pleasures. It says bit the hand that fed them for their guilty pleasures. Manipulative in the verse. They can no longer manipulate anybody. This person is insecure. They're an abuser. They're toxic. They cannot hide. This crazy energy vampire. All the lies are unfolding on this mother that's not related to me, that's trying to make negotiations. Confirmation with the sirens. This karmic, the unknown wild card. They don't know what's going to happen. They're jealous and envious, and they were non-believers in me. And they were trying to cause me an eviction. And now these people are nervous. Because trying to disrupt my energy failed because I am protected. These people downplay, it says downplay their talent and gifts. They watered me down. Yeah, they were non-believers. They downplayed my talents and gifts. They tried to water me down. They were stubborn. They didn't want to believe that I was gifted. And now shit is spiraling out of control because they paid people to cause harm to me. Now their prayers are falling on deaf ears because they're karmic. Yeah, they need to grow up. Another one bites the dust. They're defeated for putting me in this communal trial, for putting me in this experimental study group, in this home community, in this organization. They shall perish. The masks have cracked and are falling off hidden enemies. So the masks have cracked off these hidden enemies. Yeah, their faith was tasted and they failed. Now spirit is walking amongst us. These people are getting fired because I have a lot of protection around me and they attack me out of spite. This ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend, that they did it for the money, they wanted to show, now they're about to get ready because shit's about to blow because it's about to be traced back to them or Tracy. Yeah, they need to make peace with this imperfection that's about to come into their life for the games that they played. And now they're running out of money. This person has a dissociative identity disorder. Their energy is energy distortion. Their energy is distorted. Yeah, they're going Looney Tunes. For trying to rebel and challenge authority, which is God, the Most High. Yeah, for trying to divine magic. Faith tested. Somebody was rebelling and challenging authority. They were rebelling against faith and divine magic. They ain't have no goals. And they fumbled the bag. A karmic man that was told to walk away and leave it alone. By their ancestors. Their ancestors told them to leave it alone and they didn't. And now people lost respect for this person. And now this person can't think straight. I just saw STD, syphilis is going to be a fatal ending. Somebody might pass away from an STD that they did not go to get cured. Look, entrapment. Magic rendered powerless. This person is getting banished. Again, they did it for the money. They wanted to show. They're about to get ready because shit's about to blow. They did this for money. Root work. They did root work. They're doing root work on me. Yeah, they in the shadows doing root work. They look, wow, they evil. Evil snakes. Trying to fuck up my hidden path and purpose. Somebody thinks I'm a MILF. These Parker vibes. And somebody's out here playing victim. Yeah, look, work community. Playing victim in the work community. Attack me out of spite in my work community. Dead necromancy. But I'm protected. They getting bad news. So these people keep attacking me. It's going to be an ending. It's the same message over and over for these people. And they're still trying to attack me. And they're only making it worse for them. So, I don't know. Yeah, you're only making it worse for yourself. You're in a sticky situation. You're giving yourself a bad reputation. You in a sticky situation, giving yourself a bad reputation in your home community. This was a bad investment, attacking me. Now you feeling naked and afraid? You out here accusing me, but you really the person that's doing it? See, I got proof of whoever I'm accusing. There's a difference between me and other people. I got actual proof of people doing what they're doing to me. I even got people recorded on live doing what they're doing to me. Unlike you people are out there literally. I'm only presenting the truth for what it is and showing the truth for what it is. If I need to say a name, I say a name. But besides that, my videos are proof of who's doing what to who. So you could gather 50 million people to say the same thing, but the 50 million people saying the same thing, and that one person having actual proof of what's being done to the person. Well, who you think who's gonna be believable? Who's more believable? The person who has actual proof caught in live action, or a bunch of people that's repeating the same line sounds repeated, sounds like a rehearsed line, a scripted line that was rehearsed. When you got more than fucking 3 or 4 people, 5 people, 10 people saying the same exact line, verse, saying about one person, it becomes suspicious. How many people are saying the same exact, there's no difference in what you're saying. They're saying the same thing. So we all gonna go and say the same exact thing. Say this just like this. You all saying the same thing. Scripted. Word by word. Of course, you're going to get busted. Of course. Maybe in the beginning, it worked. Because you maybe had 2, 3, 4 people. Might be believable. But now you got over 4, 5, 10, 20 people saying the same thing. That's when you fucked up. You got 10, 20 people, 30 people, 50 people, 100 people, offline and online, saying the same thing. With no proof? You made yourself a suspect. You made the police want to look at you. You made yourself suspect. That's what I'm going to say. My mama always told me the accuser is always the accusee. Someone that's always accusing you, always got your name in their mouth. You're always the one at fault. Always. You. It's because they're the ones that's doing it. I grew up with that phrase. The accuser is always the accused. The accuser is always the accusee. I grew up with that. Someone is always accusing you of something because they're doing it. They're the ones doing it. So they try to distort everybody's view of that person so that they don't get looked at because they're the ones pointing the finger. See, I'm not out here pointing no fingers. I'm out here just telling my story. And if you happen to fall in line in that story because you did something to me, then that's a fact. That's not a finger being pointed. So my facts to your fabrication, okay. It don't make a difference how many people you try to get against me. How many people you get to do spell work on me. You think a little bumps, scratches, and bruises on my body is going to fucking stop my flow? You think you're going to stop me from being confident in myself? Because you doing a little beauty magic here? And you slowing down my finances of some way, shape, or form? You think that's going to stop me? You think I'm just going to cave in and give in because, oh, I'm so distraught. You're so doing so much spell work. I'm just going to, fuck no. You got the wrong one. Thinking that I'm going to give up. You really got the wrong one. Thinking that if you group up off me with a bunch of people doing spell work, they're going to get me to stop. Bring it, bitch. Bring it. Sirens. Bring it. You don't scare me. You don't got no power. The fact that you got to come up with groups to do spell work. And that shit still don't do nothing to me. But what? Cause a little pimple on my nose? A little pimple on the side of my face? What? You made me lose a tooth? Ooh. What? Gain weight, lose weight? What? What? You didn't make me lose anything valuable. My life ain't lost. Anybody important to me ain't lost. The only person that I lost that was of importance is my grandmother. And if you caused my grandmother's death, and if it wasn't natural, then everybody in your family gonna pass away. Most of your people in your family did pass away. If you caused the death to my grandmother. If any way, shape, or form, any spell work was done on my grandmother to speed up her death, you already know how that ends for you or anybody involved. If you did any spell work to cause my son to be abused, hurt, and then removed from my care, you already know how that's going to end for you. If you caused any breakup in my relationships when it comes to my family or my relationship with a man, you already know what that's going to happen to you. Anything that you do to me or have done will manifest in your life 1,000 times fold worse. I already healed from what the fuck did to me. And you're not going to have me revert back to that. You're not going to take from me anymore. You have taken enough. Now shit will be taken from you. And if that has to be your life because you don't want to stop, so it will be. I don't think you are comprehending how the universe works. And just because you have not have a taste of the karma that is coming for you, don't think that it's not coming for you. Stop thinking that it's not coming. It's not going to come when you expect it. It's going to come when you don't expect it. So you're not going to know when it's coming. So stop looking for karma because you're not going to find it. And you continuing to do spell work on me is not going to... I don't... You're slow. I mean, like, y'all's really slow. To the max slow. Like, y'all don't got no brain cells. It's like, is there any fucking hope for these fucking people to save their soul? Seriously. For real. I'm asking the fucking genuine question. Is there any help for these people to save their soul? Do they have any fucking willpower to fight their demons that make them do the things they doing? Because, baby, it ain't my life you taking. I don't want to know how many times I got to remind you about that. My life will not be the one that's fading away. It's gonna be y'all, the ones doing the shit that you're doing. Anything attacking my crown is gonna stop that fate from happening. It is not. I don't know. Y'all bugging. Y'all tripping, y'all falling, y'all can't get up. You tripping and you falling and you can't get up. Y'all motherfuckers really fucked up. Ha 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 ha. It's Friday night. Y'all should be out enjoying yourselves, but no motherfuckers is at home. Or in the graveyard doing some dumb shit. So let's finish this. Wow. Yeah, look. I just split the deck and it's all combubulated. I'm not in the Nine of Swords with the Nine of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. Unable to cause a death to me, death in the reverse. I'm getting a victory with the Six of Wands because I am the sun. Yeah. Well, the card is flipped. Look, this King of Swords is in the reverse because of it. The Ten of Cups is in the reverse. And they weak. Their strength is in the reverse. They fight for the competition. The Lover's in the reverse. That's 10 cards exactly. Hold on. So now I got some pineapple stuck in my tooth. So, collective. This is my energy on top. The 5 of Cups in reverse. I'm not sick. Okay? I'm not sick. I'm not burdened. I'm not in the 9 of Swords. I'm not in my bed stressed out. There's no ending to me with this death in reverse. There's no ending. There's no death that I'm going to be going through. And I'm having a victory. The sun. The 6 of Wands and the sun. I'm going to be fine. On the other hand, this King of Wands energy. I don't know why I said the King of Wands. This King of Swords energy, a person of authority that's in the reverse, somebody that abused their power, their 10 of Cups is in the reverse. And they're in the dark. They're feeling weak with the strength in the reverse. Because they was out here trying to compete. Have me in a competition. Compete with me. And now the Lovers is in the reverse because of it. That's how the cookie crumbles. Let's go confirmation for the 5 of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords. Wow, look, the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, Page of Wands in the reverse came out for both of these cards. So this person is in the 10 of Wands, Page of Wands in the reverse. 9 of Swords in the reverse and the 10 of Cups in the reverse. We got the 6 of Swords. Somebody's trying to travel, move away. This person is trying to get away. But with the 9 of Swords in the reverse and 10 of Cups in the reverse, there's the World and Death in the reverse. Death coming out in the reverse. Somebody's world is in the reverse. Yeah. Death coming out twice in the same row. Death in the reverse, clarifying death in reverse. Someone was really trying to put an ending to me and they were unable to put an ending, and their world is in the reverse. Repeating karmic cycles. They're in the dark right now because I'm having a victory. Yeah, look, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah. The Ace of Cups is in the reverse. Nothing's coming in for them because I'm having a victory because they were unable to put me to some type of rest. With this competition, the Lovers energy, the Lovers. The Lovers in reverse, the Lovers in upright, the bunch of snakes. This Hermit is in the reverse. So Hermit, I take the Hermit in reverse as another way as something being somebody no longer being in Hermit mode. You are in a situation. You illuminating. I'm illuminating a situation about the devil. About this devil. Four coins in the reverse. Wow. 4 coins in the reverse. The devil again, but in the reverse. 10 of Swords. Temperance. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Temperance. 8 of Cups. 9 of Swords. Hierophant in the reverse. 9 of Wands. This King of Cups in the reverse. 7 of Swords in the reverse. 8 of Wands in the reverse. 7 of Swords again in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins in the reverse. 3 of Swords. 2 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. Judgment. Wow. I just got dizzy pulling all those cards. Somebody's 4 of Wands is in the reverse. Somebody's foundation is in the reverse. They under judgment. It says the Star, Page of Wands in the reverse energy. King of Cups energy in the reverse. So this is the Star, Page of Wands, King of Cups energy in the reverse. Somebody that's not loving, caring, kind. Somebody that's getting bad news. A rival enemy because I stood my ground. 7 of Wands energy to this competition. 5 of Wands energy. Queen of Swords energy, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Six of Cups. This is an old school friend. That their Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Anyway, I'm done. That's the outcome. Yeah. They're not getting their commitment. Ace of Swords in the reverse. They're not getting their wish fulfillment. Six of Wands in the reverse. Ooh. They're having a hollow victory. Death came out twice. Devil came out twice. Yeah. This Magician in the reverse was paid some pentacles. King of Cups in the reverse. Magician. The Three of Wands is in the reverse. Their foundation is in the reverse. Yeah, Nine of Cups in the reverse. Three of Swords. I Three of Swords. I don't know why I said Three of Swords. Somebody's heartbroken. I see Three of Pentacles, not Three of Swords. Three of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Justice in the reverse. They were causing injustices with people. They could have been traveling. The Six of Wands traveling. Three of Pentacles, collaboration with people. To Eight of Swords be with the Eight of Swords, but that's in the reverse. I saw it in the reverse on the table. So they could have been traveling with a group of people to try to put me in the Eight of Swords. Yeah, injustices right here. Yeah, they were traveling with a group of people to cause injustices. The devil. Three of Coins, again. They were collaborating with people. Wow, Three of Swords. They're heartbroken. Because of this Two of Cups. And this adversity, Five of Swords that we're creating with me. This Knight of Cups, they're getting bad news. They're not getting this offer. Like this King of Wands energy. Four of Swords. They being put to rest. And they heartbroken. They're being put to rest. They heartbroken. Look. Three of Swords, Four of Swords. They heartbroken because they being put to rest. This could be literally what's popping out here. The Two of Coins, Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Cups. Anyway, I'm done pulling. They're having a hollow victory with this Six of Wands in the reverse. At the end of the day. This was a reading on what's the outcome for these people that was attacking my crown and my third eye. That is the outcome. It don't even make a difference who it is. Even though some people came out as this ex-friend, old school friend, school work, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, content creator. They all business partners and mutual acquaintances and they work together. I'm not even going to pull more cards because we already know who else is going to come out. What up, Tro? They come and they go. It's so funny. All I gotta say is hello and they leave. Oh boy. Don't come and watch me if you're gonna be scared and leave. What's the point of coming and watching if you're gonna be scared and leave? What's the point? Why announce yourself visibly where I can see the people watching if you don't want it? But anyway, collective, I'm out of here. Again, thank you for listening to me as I expose these people who attack me with this stupid black magic that don't work. It might do little things here and there, but what they wanted to actually do is not going to work. They want me to break out on my face with a bunch of boils, bumps, and lesions. And I might be getting a pimple here and there. You want boils and bumps and lesions? You know what your boils and bumps and lesions? You giving me ingrown hair. That's what you doing. You want to know the bumps I'm getting? If you want me to keep it real, you want to know what bumps? This where it's not visible, boo. So, okay, if you want to know, you causing me to have ingrown hairs that I already have from me shaving because I'm a hairy bitch. That's all you doing. Those are the bumps that that if you want to know what bumps I'm getting, I'm just TMI. But it don't even matter because TMI, ingrown hair don't even matter. It's just ingrown hair everywhere, wherever I got hair on my body. That's what the bumps is. You're trying to create ingrown bumps on my body, but it's just coming out as ingrown hair. And a bitch like plucking hair. I'll pluck my hairs. I pluck my eyebrows for fun. I pluck hair. The little bit of hairs that I be seeing that's giving me a bump, I pluck them shits. Stop playing. I have a high tolerance for pain, bitch. I really do. I used to fucking run my hand through fire when I was young. I used to take the lighter, and I think a lot of people always did that, and run your hand through the fire. I used to play with fire when I was young. You don't scare me. You don't intimidate me with your magic. And I may not do what you do, and I may not touch all that shit, and I may not know all the shit you know when it comes to the spiritual shit, but I'm spiritually equipped to protect myself. That I do know very fucking well. I don't need to know what you know. I don't need to tap into what you tap into. I know how to protect myself very well, and I know how to cleanse myself well. So what you send gets sent right back to you as soon as you send it. But 10 times worse. And I'll gladly remind you, just be prepared. Prepárate. Make all your preparations. Broken hearted. Yes, like I said, make preparations because you're about to be broken hearted. Yes, indeed you are. Yeah, because you didn't cause no tower to me. I'm still building my 8 of Pentacles. The tower in the reverse, 8 of Pentacles. I'm still building my foundation. I'm minding my fucking business. And you over here trying to cast towers in my life. And you're not going to cast any tower in my life. Yeah, then I'm still gaining my 9 of coins. And the 2 of coins in the reverse. The 2 of Pentacles. I'm not juggling anything. I'm not juggling anything. You're unable to celebrate with this 3 of Cups. This King of Swords in the reverse is unable to celebrate. Because I'm the star. And this person is the Queen of Coins in the reverse. And they're unable to travel with the 6 of Swords in the reverse. And like I said, unable to travel. They being put stop to. For collaborating with this 3 of Coins with others and being greedy. And causing injustices with this Justice in the reverse. I'm done pulling. I keep saying that. But yeah, look, they in the 9 of Wands. They the ones that's injured. They could be on crutches. Something could be wrong with their arm, their head, their leg. They could have got beat up and be all bruised up. Because they were greedy. 4 of Coins. They were trying to hold on to something that wasn't theirs. And they got to let go of it. 4 of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, because I'm balanced. Temperance, angel, energy, 5111 as I saw up there on the timer. So yeah, man. Yeah, 4 of Swords. They being put to rest. In however way, shape, form that is. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Like I said, moving away. They being put to rest. 4 cups, 8 of cups. I mean, 4 cups. What is it? I don't know what I just saw. Well, I forgot what that was. I saw 4 something. 4 swords, excuse me. 4 swords, 8 of cups. They put to rest and they gotta walk away from the situation. And their mind is 3 of wands. Their mind is blown. They're being forced to walk away of the situation. This devil. Dude, look, I just picked up the deck and I picked it up right in between school and work associate. That's crazy. I did it again. Stalker, catfish, the same cards that came out. This could be somebody's niece or daughter, ex-girlfriend. I saw a niece, daughter, ex-girlfriend. Somebody's baby daddy, a baby daddy, karmictinflame, a cousin. Anyway, poof, be gone, bitches, and get out of my energy. You're not wanting. Access is denied. And anything you do will go back to you and stick on you like glue. And that's it. And that's what's going to happen. And there's nothing that you could do about it. You could bitch, you could bone all you fucking want. But there's really nothing you could do about it. And if I feel like it, getting online when you're tapping in some energy and I feel like tapping in my energy, then I'll get on. If I don't, I'll just read the cards and pull it onto myself and keep it to myself and just know to myself who it is. It's all how I want to do it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to know what it is that you're doing, whether I pull the cards or not. Because it's a reminder. I'm going to keep reminding you whatever spell you're doing, whatever you're attacking, I feel it. I feel it on my body. Whatever it is, you're touching on a doll, on a picture, chanting that you want fucked, whatever it is, it lets me indicate. And y'all been fucking with my face a whole lot. Y'all been doing a lot of beauty magic. A lot. And somebody that's in my energy, you must sniff some type of coke or something. Your nose might be fucked up, because if I got a pimple on my nose, you must be a sniffer. And your nose might be all fucked up, scarred, bruised. If the readings is saying energy is getting mirrored back, then and if I got a pimple on my nose, and my nose has been bothering me like if somebody's sticking a fucking feather in that shit, it's because you're a drug addict. And you got all types of shit going with you. So you in the shadows, sniffing your shit, and then doing spell work, cause you got hype. That shit got you hype. You on edge, huh? You're gonna sniff the wrong shit. That's what I'm telling you. That's what might take your ass out. You're going to get the wrong batch and you're going to sniff that shit and bing, that's it. Se acabó. And they talk about marijuana. Marijuana is the least of people's shit. Marijuana is actually a spiritual thing. But there ain't nothing spiritual about coke or crack or dope. There ain't nothing natural stick a needle in your arm. That's for the doctor to take out blood, not for you to be sticking something in. Don't get me left. I'm not gonna judge nobody because I smoke my marijuana. You do what you do. But at the end of the day, when you let the substance control your life, that's when you have a problem. When you let a substance control your life and allow you to do dumb shit, then you have a problem. When you let the substance control your life and you cheating, stealing, robbing, and killing because you need to get a hit or a fix, that's when you have a problem. And you, my dear, the drug addict that's in my energy doing spell work, you have a serious problem. Bad. Like, it's bad. You might be in the street fucking with your nose a lot. Because I be wanting to fuck with my nose in the street a lot. I be getting that itchy feeling outside the nose. I'm be like, yeah, I'm not going to be outside rubbing my nose like if I'm a fucking cokehead. Because I don't do coke. So somebody's out in the street always constantly rubbing their nose. Their nose is always bothering them. My nose is always bothering me when I go outside. When I'm sitting in this house. Somebody does a lot of coke. I just heard hazing. This person hazes or huffs. Not hazing, huffs. Whatever that fucking spray paint. I just heard any high they can get. I don't know, incrucible. I don't know what this got to do. I just heard the word incrucible. Crucible, incrucible. I don't know what word is that. I don't know what the meaning of that is. I'm going to look it up later. Incurable, you mean? Incurable? I just heard demolish. I heard the bottles, the bottle, and the word demolish just came in my head. Whatever that noise was a confirmation. I just heard there once was a little old man who lived in a shoe. So confused he didn't know what to do. I don't know why I just heard that. There was a little old man that lived in a shoe. He was so confused he didn't know what to do. This could be an older man. Lives in a shoe. In a small apartment. Or a shoe. A shoe could be a shoe could represent something of a form of a house or a home or shoe, a hut, cottage or something. A shoe, maybe. I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. See what maybe a shoe. Another. I don't know what another reference of shoe could mean. Besides shoe on the foot, a little old man lived in a shoe, so confused he didn't know what to do. There's a man in a shoe, confused and don't know what to do. There's a man in his home, confused, don't know what to do. Wow, look. They hired a spiritual hitman to attack you, a jealous son or daughter. They hired their son or daughter to a little old man in the shoe, so confused they didn't know what to do. They hired a spiritual person to attack you, a jealous son or daughter. Somebody, a man, hired their son or daughter to attack me. A man is working with a son or a daughter. They're working with a jealous son or a little old man is working with a jealous son or daughter. They hired a jealous son or daughter. Look, wow, see? Counter blow, all death blows tenfold return to sender. They hired a spiritual person to attack me, a jealous son or daughter, and all death blows are all counter blow, all death blows, they go back. I'm just plucking. You see my hand right there, right? Yeah, a Leo female. You know what's funny? This Leo comes out, and this is the confirmation. 2-3 years ago, when I started my journey, there were a few readers that I was looking to get a reading from, and there was only one reader that actually did it for me, and we kind of bartered. I bartered, literally, like old school. I bartered the motherfucking reading. I created, or I helped her with some design, or I hooked up her designs that she already had, and she gave me a reading. And I'll call her out. It's Mami Wata. That's what I'm saying. She's the last of the Mohicans that has survived from 3 years ago, for when I first started this journey, till now. She's the only one that has not turned out to be a fucking karmic reader. But when she did a reading for me, and I don't know if she still has it, and I'm going to ask her if she has it. I'm going to ask her to put it out there. She can even label it with my name. She mentioned a Leo. There was a Leo sign in the reading that was done for me 3 years ago. This sign came out. Leo. What's up, Tro? You want me to read your energy and you keep coming in my energy? Because you're not going to get anything for your channel. And you're not going to get anything to use for you. So, yep. Look. They still dealing with childhood. This Leo female. This jealous daughter. So they hired a spiritual person to attack me, a jealous son or daughter. A Leo female that's still dealing with childhood trauma. They're trying my internet connection to stop me from accomplishing my task. And yeah, my internet was kind of messed up today. Yesterday, for the past couple of days, they've been jamming it. So that's very true. But I'm still accomplishing my task. Okay? Someone will pass away, or they have passed away. So someone passed away, or they will, because of this. Because all lives matter. So they fucking with people's lives. Like, they don't matter. It says, yeah, you got mail, leave a message at the beep. Somebody's trying to leave a message. Somebody trying to contact me. It says something happened to you when you were a child. This person could have did something to me when I was a child. Or this person, something could have happened to this person when they were a child. You about to be in the spotlight. I'm about to be in the spotlight, collective. I thought I was already there. It says, for clout and out of jealousy, trying to compete with you. See? Confirmation. They had me in a competition. A little old man who lives in a shoe with their jealous daughter. He brought his crew to do more spell work. Anyway, so let me stop. I said I was gonna stop pulling, and I keep on pulling, but more information keeps coming out. So there's a Leo female that hired a spiritual person to attack me because they still dealing with childhood trauma. They ain't healed. So because somebody's unhealed, they're attacking me. That's basically that's the point of the story. Someone's attacking me because they're unhealed. All these people are attacking me because they're unhealed. They're all miserable. They can go cry me a river. Oh, cry me a river. Cry me a river. Oh, cry me a river. Cry me, cry me. Cry me, cry me. They could go cry me a river because a bitch like me don't give a fuck, no offense, of what childhood trauma they dealing with. I am not your fucking punching bag. Because you cannot heal from whatever the fuck happened to you as a child. Whatever your mammy or your pappy did to you, I am so sorry. But I am not your punching bag. And you cannot take out your frustration out on me or anybody because we know how to heal from traumatic situations. Go learn how to do that. No, it's not easy, bitch. It's not. Nothing in life is easy. But you think shit is easy. This is why you do the things you do. You steal, you cheat, you rob, you do black magic on people because that's easy for you. Because you don't want to work hard for shit. You want to take. That's why your life will be taken from you. And if you continue to do spell work with me, spell work with me. Spell work with me. 10:30 as I said that. Somebody is doing spell work with somebody. Somebody is continuing to do spell work with someone. I need you to understand, if you are working with somebody and they're telling you to help them do spell work on another individual, I am here to tell you that the karma that they receive, you will also receive. If they have death, if they're doing any death magic, please understand that those people are going to pass away. And if you are helping them, that will be your fate. If you're doing spell work to cause financial problems for me, please understand that will be your fate. You trying to have me in the streets? You will be in the streets. Anything and everything you send to me will go back to you instantly on a repeat over and over again. And with my mouth to God's ears, there is nothing you can do to remove that shit off of you. That's your bad juju stuck on you. Now, if you want to continue to work with people that's doing shit to people that they shouldn't be doing shit to, then you also will have that bad juju stuck on you like glue. And they ain't no babalu, no fucking baba, whatever you call them. There's no high priestess in Africa, Uganda, motherfucking Mississippi, wherever the fuck you travel to, that's gonna help you. I don't give a fuck who told you how powerful they are. They are not powerful than God. God also created those people. God also gifted those people. The same way God created and gifted those people is the same way he can taketh away. Stop walking around here thinking that because you got some gifts, like you don't know where the fuck them gifts came from, because they didn't come from the fucking devil. The devil don't have the power to give you those gifts. Confirmation with the fucking sirens. You are gifted because God gifted you, not because any other creature gifted you. There might be some other shit that might grant your wishes. There's a difference between being gifted and being granted a wish. God don't grant wishes. He answers prayers. He blesses people. He gifts. 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 People with talent and skills. You guys are wishing on demons, on jinns that grant wishes. Temporary, limited time only wishes that don't last. This is why you got to keep doing it over and over and over again. Right? Right. Wouldn't it be lovely if you just committed one crime and stole from one person and you could live off of that for a lifetime? Right? And that's the goal. That's be the goal for these criminals. We're gonna get this big hit and that's it. We're done. But that big hit don't be it. Because the same way you got that money is the same way you lose it. You gain the money and then it's gone. And then you got to go and do another hit on another person. And you gain that money and then it's gone. Aren't you noticing a pattern that whatever you take from someone, it doesn't last? Because it's not going to. It's bad energy. It's bad money. You're not going to be able to pocket bad blood money. Because that's what it is. Blood money. You think you're going to keep on and hold on to blood money? You have to sacrifice somebody's life for that money? You ain't sacrificing me for no money. You'll be sacrificing yourself. And I'll be money. Thank you. Because what you spent on me to destroy me is going to fill my pockets. You spend money in my name. Thank you. Now that money you spent in my name is going to come back to me in my name. Because you spent money on my name. Doing bad shit on my name. Cursing my name. Burying my name. Freezing my name. Burning my name. Every single thing that you have done is going to come back to you. So please understand that just because you haven't experienced the karma, that don't think it's not coming. Because it is. This is not the devil's world. He might play around in this bitch, but he don't control the bitch. This is everybody's playground. Every single one. Angels, demons, God, the devil. It's fair ground up down here. Stop thinking that you could control my life. Stop thinking that you could hide. Stop thinking that you're going to manifest off of my energy because, yes, I'm an abundant bitch, a very creative, abundant bitch, and you cannot feed off of me. You cannot eat off of me. You're not going to be successful off of my back. You're not going to steal from me. You're not going to take me out. And anything that you did in the past will catch up to your ass, and you will pay consequences and repercussions. No matter how hard you're fighting this karma that you don't want to pay, but you are going to pay because you did a lot. You almost took away my sin. And that's just right there. It just stops at that point. Fuck the fact that you're doing spell work on me. Fuck the fact that you're trying to torture me. Fuck the fact that you're following me, that you're gang stalking me. And fuck that fact. You know, it all boils down to the fact of that you tried to come for my son. You tried to take my son out before he was born. You tried to take him out after he was born. And you tried to come from him while he was growing up. Just alone for that, you will pay. Trust me with your life. I don't think you understand because you attacked an innocent child that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. You took your hate on a child that had nothing to do with nothing. This is why you will have a fatal ending. This is why anybody you involved that knows the truth and still decided to fucking attack me will have the same ending as you. Because you came for a child. You tried to kill my child. And you think that nothing is going to happen to you. You try to come for my child. You took my child from me. Stop me from raising my child because you're jealous. And you think that you're not going to pay for what you did? And then you involved other people? You lied to other people to attack me. And you think your life is not going to come to some type of end? You are sadly mistaken. Sadly. And anybody continuing to do the shit that they're doing will pay with their life. I'm here to remind you, what you put out in the universe will come back to bite you in your ass. So if you want to continue to attack me, go the fuck ahead. It's not doing anything. I still get up every fucking day. I still have a roof over my head. And I still get to feed myself. And I still got people in my life that love me. And I love myself. You can't stop that. You can't stop me from loving myself. You can't stop me from loving the Most High. You can't stop me. You can't make me turn my back on God. You will never make me turn my back on God. You will never make me turn my back on myself. You will never get me to sabotage. You're not going to get me to kill myself. Harass me all the fuck you want. Get my upstairs neighbors to fucking stomp all the fuck they want all day, every day, if they want. It's not going to drive me crazy. Follow me all the fuck you want. But you know you on camera, right? There's cameras everywhere. Y'all weak. Y'all lame. Y'all pathetic. And obviously have amounted to nothing. And I'm supposed to be, or I was supposed to be, intimidated or scared by a bunch of pussies? Because that's what the fuck you is. I was supposed to be scared and intimidated by a bunch of fucking pussies. Where? Was I supposed to be scared of motherfuckers hopping up and down, causing noise, or bitches knocking at my door threatening me because of a nosy bitch that lives next door to me? Or a downstairs neighbor that's hiding who they are, 1044. Who they are. All of y'all pussy, because if you were real, if you were so powerful and you weren't, all that shit that you was talking about me would have got back to me. I have not heard one thing that anybody has said about me. And if it was spoken on this block, what they said, because now one pussy ass bitch or nigga came to me and said, oh, they said this about you. Not one person. If it was in my old block, not one person ever said shit to me. There's only one block, one area I lived in, that they were spreading rumors about me. And the nerve, they had to spread rumors about me, calling me a hoe. But the bitches on that block, all of them bitches were literally whores. They sold their pussy. And I'm talking about the bitches from Gun Hill Road. When I lived on Gun Hill Road. They try to spread rumors around about me that I was a slut. No, bitch. The bitches from that area were sluts. Each and every one of them that I came across sold their pussy. And I'm not talking about the ones I hung out with. I'm talking the ones that was hanging out with the niggas that I hung out with. They were real prostitutions, bitches that sold their pussy. The nerve. I ain't never sold my ass a day in my motherfucking life. So, if it's that block, I doubt it. Maybe it is. But it's a current home and work community. This is my current home community. What I do now is my current work community. So it ain't the past. People from the past. What up, Tro? How you doing? You came to see me? You want to see my face? I look good, right? I know. I know. You still watching? You want to see me? Backed into a corner. Ay. Let me get out of here. I'm done talking my shit. I don't need to talk no more shit. Because these people, I could sit here until I'm blue in the face and say, this is what's going to happen to you. That is what's going to happen to you. This is what's going to happen to you. If you don't stop, this is what's going to happen. You don't stop, this is going to happen. You don't stop, this is what's going to happen. All the readers could sit here and say, if you don't stop what you're doing, this is what's going to happen to you. We keep telling you over and over again, but you don't listen. So, hey, a bitch like me, I don't care what you're doing, because what you're doing is only going to increase my abundance. So please, don't that black magic. Go ahead, put me in a jar. Go ahead, dig me into the dirt. Baby, I'm made of earth. I am connected to the earth. You planting me into the ground, yes, plant my seeds. I am a seed and I am gonna grow. You stupid bitch. You planted me into the ground and I came out with a motherfucking crown. You cornball bitch, because I was a seed. You didn't know? You planted the seed in the ground and she grew. You stupid fucking nasty hoe. How you like my flow? Now I'm gonna go.